with elective training courses in advanced driving, as well as pioneering the use of the mountain bike. And raising office morale with an inventive use of desktop publishing.
How's the hand?
Still a bit stiff.
Hardly fitting for such a good boy.
I'm sorry, Sergeant.
Getting stabbed by Santa.
Right.
Your arrest record is 400% higher than any other officer. Your paperwork is really quite exemplary. You do like to cross the I's and dot the T's.
Dot the I's and cross the T's.
Exactly. Which is why it's high time that such skills were put to better use.
We have to get you out of there.
Yes, he's living out of cardboard boxes.
Well, then you're packed already. Nicholas, we're offering you a smashing position with a delightful cottage in a lovely little place that I think has won Village of the Year. I don't know how many times. It'll be good for you.
We're only asking you to go for 9 months.
9 months?
Yeah.
2 years tops.
I don't really know what to say.
Hello, Nicholas. It's Frank. Frank Butterman, your new inspector. Just phoning with details of your accommodation. It's 14 Greenberg Lane, Sanford. Look forward to meeting you anon.
Yes.
Is it true you're leaving, sir?
Yes, it is.
Is it okay if we have your milk?
Hello, Nicholas. Frank again. One other thing about your cottage. It's not ready.
Morning, Sergeant. Have you done something with your hair?
No.
Could you tell the inspector I've arrived, please?
No.
I admire your enthusiasm, Nicholas, and far be it from me to stifle your flair. But this isn't London. Oh, yes, please, Danny.
With respect, sir, geographical location shouldn't factor in the application of the law. No thanks.
But coming in all guns blazing can sometimes exacerbate matters. You know, make things worse.
I'm aware of the meaning of exacerbate, sir.
Of course you are. Statistically, Sanford is the safest village in the country. And this here is the evidence room. What's the code again?
999,
Which reminds me, our friend the living statue is back. He was here Saturday. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If we don't come down hard on these clowns, we are going to be up to our balls in jugglers.
Perish the thought.
I finally moved him on myself. Cost me 20 quid and 50p's and took me 4 hours.
We'll get right onto it, Tom. We like to let them think they run the place. Now, confession to make. Bit of a problem with your office.
I'd like to think my office is on the street, sir.
Well, you heard about that. Had a bit of a leak last week. I know it's not a great start on the welcome front, but they brought the Village of the Year competition forward for some reason. Everyone's got a bit mad getting ready for it. But we'll get you behind your desk as soon as the force right.
Have you seen a lot of action, Sergeant Angel?
I've experienced my fair share, yes.
Little bird tells me you were part of an armed response unit.
And what little bird would that be?
Andy Googled you.
God, I wish someone would Google me.
Were you part of an armed response unit?
For 2 years, yes.
Did you cook any fools?
Excuse me?
Did you shoot anybody?
Shot someone. He killed someone.
No way. That is amazing.
It is not amazing. It's extremely regrettable, but the situation left me with no choice.
Who'd you shoot?
He shot a crackhead with a Kalashnikov.
You ever fired 2 guns whilst jumping through the air?
No. Sergeant Angel?
Is everything all right?
Yes, sir.
Glad to hear it.
Actually, sir, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Oh, yes?
I'm concerned my appointment here in Sanford may be causing some resentment within the division.
So what do you suggest?
Excuse me, everyone. In order to maximise my integration here at Sanford, I've asked the inspector to permit me a more grassroots approach. I'm hoping that by getting out on the beat in this way and familiarising myself with the area might help dispel any doubts you have about my suitability. Thank you. I just want to be treated like any other officer at the station. Ow! Could really hurt somebody, but thank you.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, sir.
Well, I suppose we should get you out there with someone who really knows what's what. And I think I have just the man. Daddy!
Oscar 40 over. Nothing, actually, I was just checking if the radio was, working. Out.
Woo! Hell of a day, huh?
Yep.
Same again tomorrow?
Yep.
That weren't me.
Robin Hatcher, our resident sawbones.
Hopefully we won't see too much of each other over the coming months.
Well, all that remains is for me to welcome you to the weekly meeting of the Neighbourhood Watch Alliance.
We're basically a group of volunteers who strive to keep our village just so, with a community that cares.
That's very nice to know we have the support of the whole community.
Well, not the whole community.
We don't let any old riffraff in.
27. Why are we on traffic? Dad's probably giving us a rest after all that jumping over fences.
I don't need a rest.
There's an amazing bit in Point Break where they jump over fences.
Police work is not about proper action. Or shit.
Well, you got to fire a gun. How come we don't all have guns?
Arming the entire British police service would not necessarily lower the rate of crime. Guns aren't toys, Constable. Opening fire on another human being is a difficult and dizzying experience.
29.
If you paid more attention to being in school, you'd know it's not all about gunfights and car chases.
Fire up the roof. Yeah. Where's the button?
Newly released Home Office statistics show crime in the capital soaring. Figures are up a staggering 400%.
Hello. I'm not in the office at the moment, but if it's an emergency, then please dial 999.
Police work is as much about preventing crime as it is about fighting crime.
Morning, Angle.
Morning, Angle.
Morning, Angle.
I presume you just called me Angle. Well, maybe I'm not the one you should be keeping an eye on.
That's the fridge magnet.
The fridge magnet?
Her name's George Merchant. He made a fortune in kitchen goods. Built that monstrosity on Norris Avenue. He's going to come in here, validate his parking with one paltry Snickers. Then he'll scurry off and spend the rest of the day in his solicitor's office. I swear I better get my boys to tow him away.
What's the matter, Danny? You never taken a shortcut before?
Right. Pipe down, Began.
Yeah. What else you got? Crockett and Tubby.
Simon Skinner.
What about him?
He was acting suspiciously at the collision scene.
Bet he runs the local supermarket.
Anything else?
Skid marks.
Now who's being childish?
Are you causing trouble?
No, sir. I was just talking to the detectives about the accident.
Dreadful business. Are you free?
Yes, they are.
Good. Spot a bother up at Elroy Farm. Old Arthur Webley's been clipping hedgerows that don't belong to him.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
You want a grassroots?
What did he say?
He said edge is edge, ain't he? He only chopped him down because he couldn't see the view no more. What's he on about?
What did he say?
He said an edge is an edge. He only chopped it down because it spoiled his view. What's Reaper moaning about?
Right. That's not really the point, Mr. Webley.
Why y'all speaking at me anyways? I ain't not the one running about all hours of the night like them bloody odds.
Say, why are you always picking on him? He's not the one running around all those like them bloody hurts.
Them bloody what? Hoods. What does he mean by that?
Probably them kids.
Look, I appreciate your position, Mr. Webley, but you can't go around chopping down other people's hedges without permission.
Ah, bone.
Any news from earlier?
Yeah. CSI found nothing. Dr. Archer reported no misadventure, and Mrs. Blower has 4 alibis. 2 of them human.
What about Skinner?
He runs the local supermarket.
What? Oh, come on, Sergeant. It's not your job to investigate this incident, is it? Is it?
No, it isn't.
You don't switch off, do you?
You sound like my ex.
Oh, why? Did she have a deep voice?
No, she just always said I couldn't switch off.
Well, you are always thinking away. Hey, we did get a little drunk. Do you get it? Because he's little and he's drunk. What?
Evening all. Give it here.
Hey, let him go. They'll come round again.
We do know where his house is, don't we?
Oh, yeah. This film is amazing.
And what's it actually about?
An FBI agent goes undercover to infiltrate a gang of wild, wave-riding, skydiving bank robbers, but he falls in love with a surfing lifestyle and the leader's girlfriend, and he's forced to make some very tough choices.
So it's based on a true story?
Now, that I don't know.
No, I mean, it just sounds a little bit far-fetched.
It's a film, innit?
It's a bit of a blind spot, I'm afraid. We just catch the very edge of the explosion.
Nasty way to go.
And what's that? It took my eye.
Really? What's that?
You sticking it to these herberts.
This is irrelevant.
This is the nearest we've ever come to nabbing the bastard.
Mr. Weaver, can we concentrate?
Tell me, did you get a good look at this little mischief? Because if you did...
Look, just forget that, okay? Just look for anything out of the ordinary in the vicinity of George Merchant's house. In particular, a silver convertible Jag, registration Sierra Kilo 1, November 3 Romeo. Who's Suzanne?
Who do you think? Nicholas?
Yes, sir.
Can I have a moment? You've got to ease up on these Skinner allegations. He's the manager of the local supermarket.
With respect, sir, you're professional.
Listen, you're an exceptional officer, truly exceptional. But you have to let the Andes do their job. If there's anything amiss, we'll hear soon enough. Until then, we have to regard these incidents as accidents.
Yes, sir.
Good boy.
Sergeant Angel, I do believe I've found what you're looking for.
Sergeant Angel, would your theological reservations preclude you from assisting me with the raffle this afternoon? There's a glass of Joyce Cooper's lemonade in it for you. Marvellous.
I can't believe I shot someone.
He's a doctor, he can deal with it.
I never shot anyone before.
Danny, believe me, it's not something you ever get used to.
Yeah. Maybe we should go on the bouncy castle, take our minds off of it. What is it?
Oh, watch where you're going. I must apologise for my grandson, Sergeant. I really must. Straighten yourself up, Gabriel. This is Sergeant Angel.
Yes, we've met, actually, haven't we, Gabriel?
Oh, really?
Yes, I gave a talk at your school, didn't I?
Yeah.
Maybe we can have another talk sometime.
Okay.
Gabriel would love that.
You have a nice afternoon.
Thank you, and you. Come on, Gabriel.
What was that about?
Sergeant Angel. Hi.
Mr. Messenger.
I need to talk to you about George Merchant. Hello. Might be less conspicuous if you don't bring the monkey.
Constable Butterman happens to be a police officer. I think you'd have shown him some more respect.
I was talking about that.
Oh.
The churchyard, 3 o'clock.
Danny, I think I'm onto something.
Are you?
Yes, and I think with a little deliberation we can figure out what links these deaths. I can't do this alone.
Morning, Benders.
What you guys up to?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Come on, partner. Let's go to work.
Tim Messenger was onto something about George Merchant, who was into something with Martin Blower, who was up to something with Eve Draper.
And somehow, Simon Skinner has something to do with it all.
I mean, he runs a local supermarket.
So what?
Look, I mean, maybe they were all accidents.
Oh.
People have accidents every day. Gary Butcher drowned in his own septic tank the other week.
But, sir, I'm certain. And what's more, I know who did it. I do hope you're not going to say who I think you're going to say.
After an article Tim Messenger wrote in the Sanford Citizen, you put 2 and 2 together after noting Merchant's use of your car park to visit Blower, who you knew had an inside connection with the council. Yes, well, you would relish the competition, particularly if that competition was yourself. As Leslie Tiller's only surviving relative, you stand to inherit her land, on which you intend to build an independent supermarket. Skinner's, the perfect one-stop shop for bypass traffic.
Those sketches are just pipe dreams. And anyway, what makes you think I could dislodge part of the church roof?
On the eve of the adjudicator's arrival, some travellers moved into Callahan Park. And before you could say gypsy scum, we were knee-deep in dog-muck thieving kids and crusty jugglers. We lost the title, and Irene lost her mind. She drove her Datsun Cherry into Sanford Gorge. From that moment on, I swore that I would do her proud, and whatever the cost, we would make Sanford great again.
So this doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. Fran showed us how we might rid our streets of the paedophiles and perverts, the shoplifters, the shirtlifters,
The thugs, the mugs,
The hams, the sham.
The drifters, the grifters, dodgers, the bodgers.
the hawkers, the stalkers, the paedophiles, the perverts.
You've had them.
The adjudicators arrive tomorrow. We had to get everything ready.
Are you saying this is all about winning the Best Village Award?
This is the best village, Nicholas. You've seen the people. They're happy. Contented.
They're living in a dream world.
Sergeant Popwell thought much the same as you. I'm disappointed you can't see the bigger picture.
Well, I'm happy to disappoint you, sir. And I'm afraid you're going to have to come with me. You are all going to have to come with me.
No, Nicholas. I'm afraid it is you who is going to have to come.